This pattern is from Live Art Gallery, free patterns called Hyphenated. I'm calling it a Fussy Foursquare. Okay, hey, so today we're taking a look at how to do this block, which you'll notice you can do with 4 or 3 or 2 different main fabrics. Of course, you need some sort of neutral for the outside. All of these are from Alison Glass's Astronomy collection, which just has really vivid colors and fairly simple design for the fabric pattern, which I think makes it perfect for something that's a little fussy, but at the same time fussy but forgivable, and we'll talk about that in just a second. Here's my design board, and you'll notice that I have, of course, 4 blocks on the outside moving into 3 blocks, moving into 2 blocks in the center, which was easy enough to do because I did use all from one collection. As I mentioned, I used from Alison Glass's Astronomy collection. So you start with the center. So you're going to cut some of your blocks, and I started with a 4 1/4. You're going to cut some of those blocks in just halves, like these, right? And then you're going to cut some of them in quarters like that, and that's fairly simple to do. And then you're going to cut the whites in the same way, some in quarters, some in halves, and then you're going to start sewing with the center. So of course you know how to lay out the rest of your block. So of course, as I said, sewing together the center pieces will help you understand how the rest of the block goes together. It is pretty monotonous. You sew together, you iron, you sew some more. And this is just a straight 1/4 inch seam, though I try to fudge just a little bit and get it a little less than 1/4 inch. And of course, once you've done the block multiple times, the the actual design is sort of in your head, and you know, okay, I know all of these pieces are going to have to be sewn to a neutral piece, and that can be pretty straightforward, and so you can just sew and iron and sew and iron. Once you actually lay out the entire block, you'll see how simple the block pattern really is. It's just a series of half square triangles, and then you have a few smaller 1/4 square triangles that are all sewed together. And, you know, again, part of making a block is breaking it down into those smaller components and then figuring out the most straightforward way to sew everything together. And as I said, even though I've done this block like 36 times, it's the smaller pieces that I'm always trying to remember, okay, where is the seam for the 2 pieces, so that I don't end up tearing it apart and resewing it. So anyway, here we go. You have the block, fairly simple. And then of course, before you even start, once you have everything sewn together, you have to size everything. And of course, this is where your square ruler comes in order to get all those pieces, I would say approximately the same size. This is a 3 1/2 square, and I am not great at actually getting everything exactly the same, but it does help get them close to the same size. Then you're just going to finish by sewing everything and ironing it all once more to get those seams to lay down nicely, so that when you go to quilt, or when you have someone else quilt it, those seams don't cause problems with your machine. So there you go. I hope this is a fun little project. Again, I was going to do like a baby, and then I just got started, and now I have something that's about 72 by 63. So have fun with it.